This is the answer the selection committee has deemed the best one. At number 4.
Yeah.
Washington
Champions of the Pac-12.
Yep. How about it?
Washington Huskies.
Status quo Sunday. Washington in, Penn State out. Rose Bowl, here we come. The consolation prize of all consolation prizes, Penn State headed to Pasadena to face number 9 USC. So Rose Bowl, great, but you have to wonder, what if? What if the committee was swayed by Saturday night? Penn State's 21-point comeback, a Big Ten title, and another ranked win. But early losses to Michigan and Pitt proved too much. So Rose Bowl it is, hardly second rate. James Franklin appreciates the opportunity.
Yeah, I would describe it as our guys would obviously love to have been in the playoffs, but they also are excited about the opportunity to play in a big bowl game and continue our season. So we've had a great year. I'm really proud of our guys, but yeah, they would love to have been in the playoffs. We would all love to have been in the playoffs, but we're still very, very appreciative and honored for the opportunities that we have.
So there you go, James Franklin handling it with class. The question is, should we, fans, media, don't we have a right to be upset? I mean, they had a strong case. In fact, their case is the whole point of even having a committee. So tomorrow, I'll shut up. But tonight, I'm going to let it rip.
Penn State wins the Big Ten title, 38-31.
This is an open letter to the committee. You know, like one of those things your friends read on Facebook, especially after Trump won.
Our politicians do absolutely nothing.
Sounds familiar.
We looked at one loss, Washington, that loss being against a top 10 opponent.
Look, I get it. Even a child knows the difference between one loss and 2.
What's better, 1 or 2 losses?
Like 1.
But a child knows it's the quality of wins that say who should be in.
Penn State. Penn State.
Washington, great story, great team. Horrific non-conference.
Obviously, strength of schedule favored Penn State.
So Penn State lost to Michigan. If you haven't noticed, they've won 9 in a row, including 2 wins in your final top 10.
Performance on the field each and every week.
So congrats, committee. You just passed on not just the best story, but one of the best teams in the sport. Could they actually beat Alabama? Now, we'll never know. It's just football. Certainly not a reason to go out and do this. I'm not upset, I'm just disappointed. I thought me and the committee were watching the same thing.
Welcome back to Camelot.
That's the end of my open letter. I guess the committee would rather be safe than have the guts to do the right thing.
Other less controversial bowl games. Pittsburgh headed to the Pinstripe Bowl in New York City. They'll face Northwestern, and AAC champ Temple headed to Annapolis for the Military Bowl against Wake Forest. So the Steelers won big on Thanksgiving, but no Andrew Luck. Scott Tolzien was like a diet dessert. Tasted good, didn't really count. Today, the real turkey, Eli Manning and the Giants. Home game, the proverbial must-win. It all starts with defense. Pittsburgh, much better today. Second quarter, it's Eli Manning's famous red zone pick. And there's your logo, in case you forgot, branding. It's important. Speaking of brand, how about Antonio Brown? Dancing. Roethlisberger to Brown. But it's kind of footloose situation in Pittsburgh these days. Dancing, now a sin. Steelers, 24-14. No dancing for Brown. Baltimore hosting Miami. Big wild card implications in the AFC. A big day for the Ravens. Elite QB Joe Flacco. Franchise record 36 completions, 3 touchdown passes, and the Ravens win 38-6. Redskins Cardinals. Trap game out west. And speaking of west, anyone seen Westworld on HBO? Kirk, yeah? You haven't? Oh, it's great. Kirk Cousins reminds me of one of the main characters. He's finding his inner gunslinger. But it was Carson Palmer's narrative today. Predestined to win, 31-23. If you don't get the reference, watch the show. Eagles reportedly interested in Deshaun Jackson. Like Lauryn Hill saying, got a case of the X. A case of something. Eagles, a new low at Cincinnati. Andy Dalton, 2 touchdowns. Eagles have dropped 7 of 9, 32-14 the final. Moving on, Bears holding the annual teddy bear toss. versus Syracuse. Garrett Mitchell going to get the first goal. And as is tradition, here come the Bears. A new record, Dave called it, 20,662 to benefit local charities. Third period, tied at 2. Aaron Ness with the game winner. Hershey has won 5 of 6. And minor league sports always have some great traditions, especially hockey.
That's one of the better ones, though. I like
Yeah,
that.
better than Squid.
Or the monkey, cowboy monkey. I like
Cowboy
that one
monkey
too.
is fun too.
And the Senators,
Very
that's
fun.
good. So in the bowl season, you're going out to Pasadena, most likely.
Yep.
Can I go to the Bahamas Bowl, Eastern Michigan versus Old Dominion? I hear it's a really great match-up this time of year. I need to go down there.
Yeah, the broadcasters do the game in Hawaiian shirts for that one, I
That'd be
believe.
great.
Yeah, get a little sunburn.
Send me there, that's for sure. All right, well, we're going to send you for some more news right here. It's not time to say goodbye just yet. We're back another for half hour of news, sports, and weather after the break. She backed out. Now she's